record. We are rolling, sir.
All right. We are rolling.
We are rolling.
Rolling.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on, brother?
Beautiful Monday, man. Beautiful rainy Monday.
Beautiful, rainy Monday. You know what I heard that happened over the weekend, man?
What's that?
I heard Jonathan Majors got into a fight.
Yeah. I don't know if he got into a fight.
I got into an altercation.
Yeah, I read a little bit about that.
What is going on?
I mean, it was very, I don't know if there's like a good foundation for the, at this point, I believe they're accusations.
I got you.
He got arrested for what they said. He
Charged with
hit
assault
his,
and harassment following NYC arrest.
Yeah, apparently he hit his girl, or he like was trying to choke his girlfriend or something.
The unnamed female accuser claims the defendant did strike her about the face with an open hand, causing substantial pain and a laceration above her ear.
Oh, I didn't read that one.
She also claims that he put his hand on her neck,
Okay,
causing bruising and substantial pain.
I did read that part, yeah.
Wow. And his team is denying it. So we look forward to clearing his name and clearing this up. I hope, man.
There was another article, and this is all just random stuff. You know?
Hearsay. At
Yeah.
this point, yeah.
There was another one where it said something about she was redacting her statement or whatever.
Yeah. I saw something like that as well.
But it's all up in the air. I don't know. Hopefully it's a misunderstanding. Hopefully.
Yeah, let's hope so, man. He's such a great actor, and I don't want him to mess up.
But if
here,
it's not a misunderstanding, he's got to deal with his consequences.
which could be major implications for his dollars and our fandom.
Yeah, he definitely needs to deal with whatever comes of it if it is a true story.
Yeah, so another quick update. We'll stay in the world of MCU news. Our boy Jeremy Renner, he's on the up and up, man.
Awesome.
Seems like he's doing better every day.
Yeah.
A lot of physical therapy, so hopefully we'll get Hawkeye back in action just in life. General, man.
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner's a great guy.
Man, he's been recovering since what, like November, December?
Yeah,
man.
It was last year. It was late last year.
Yeah.
I actually just finished season 2. Just binge watched the entire. I watched 3 episodes, and I binge watched the rest of Mayor of Kingstown, starring him.
Nice.
Sunday morning. So that was really enjoyable to get through that. Just a dope show, man. Episodes could be anywhere between 25 minutes to 45 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Some an hour.
Wow.
And there's about 9-10 episodes, man. But
Yeah.
highly recommend. It's one of those Taylor Sheridan dramas that he has,
Right.
cop dramas. So Taylor Sheridan's doing his thing. Obviously, he's the man behind Yellowstone, 1923, and a bunch of other stuff as well. So Mayor of Kingstown. It's also produced by Antoine Fuqua from Training Day. So
Nice.
before we wrap up here, just one more bit of news, man. I want to throw some more news in the pod.
More
lately.
news? I mean, that's fun. Do I need to make a new sound effect?
A lot of current events, like a newsreel. Can we do that?
We can do something like that.
Supposedly Liv Tyler's coming back in the MCU, man. We're gonna keep on the MCU train today.
Okay.
She played the love interest in the Incredible Hulk.
Right.
Betty. Right? Betty Brant, I believe. No, Betty. Am I saying that? I'm messing
I
it
don't
up,
remember
man.
what her name was, but I got you.
She's coming back and supposedly in Cap 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
As someone else or that character?
I think as that character, man.
That
And
would
her
be
name
pretty
is
crazy.
Betty Ross. Betty Brant.
Yeah, you're right, because General Ross.
General Ross, yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of that name a few minutes ago, but I could not.
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
Right?
Interesting.
So supposedly I heard that this morning that she'll be back in the fold. So that would be really interesting if that happens, man. Liv Tyler is amazing, talented, and definitely, you don't know what's going on with the Hulk, and now that he has a kid and everything, but seeing her back in the fold, that's gonna be good, man. We got my man Indiana Jones replacing her as Thunderbolt. So
Right.
should be good, man. Should be exciting.
Okay. Deal.
Awesome, man. Well, let's not waste any time.
Okay. I don't want to waste any time.
Let's hop into this because this movie's 3 hours long.
It was so long. So long.
Welcome to this week's episode of Movie in a Pod. I'm Clyde Smith.
And I'm Javier Villalobos.
On this week's episode, we are discussing the trailers for Paint, Sweetwater, Episode 4 of The Mandalorian, and our movie of the week. Oh yeah, guys, you know what it is. John Wick, Chapter 4. All right, team. So we're going to check out Paint in Sweetwater. Check it out on YouTube for full reactions, man. A little Owen Wilson and Jeremy Piven action. So let's get it.
Yeah.
Our goal's pretty simple. I want to help you get what's in here and just splash it onto there.
Let's go.
Don't worry, it's not rocket science. It's harder.
The
Thanks
fro.
for going to a special
So
place
perfect.
with me, Carl Nargle. Cut it. That tree is probably too tall. Brace yourself, you are going to get some calls from that.
Mr. Nargle, it is an honor to meet you, sir.
Wait, what's going on?
Hi, friends, and welcome to Paint with Ambrose.
Oh.
Takes Paint to a whole new place. Yeah, it's been a lot of places.
Good night, everyone.
Little competition.
I've never seen him that mad.
This behind your ears.
Don't let fame bring out the worst in you.
A real man never looks back. These the new tote bags.
It's only because yours weren't selling.
You're lucky I'm an artist instead of a woman who says really mean things to other women.
You were an artist.
Oh, no.
A
Here we
real
go.
artist follows his heart. My Uber is here.
I don't know what that is.
Goodbye.
How's everything going?
Awesome.
Watch the image tucked away
I
in
thought
your
it was a
brain.
period
This is
scene.
just,
Makes
oh,
your
this is
heart
a super
ache
weird timeline right now.
and your
What's
soul
happening?
feel like it's going to burst.
What's happening?
Carl is one-dimensional and very sexist. You know I don't care what people say about me.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
He is just like, he's just stuck out of time here, I guess.
Gotta be, man.
PBS Burlington.
Carl stole my newspaper.
Yes, we're aware that Carl is stealing newspapers. Please hold.
All right, team. So we have Owen Wilson portrays Carl Nagy, Vermont's #1 public television painter who is convinced he has it all: a signature perm, custom van,
Dope fan.
and fans hanging on his every stroke until a younger, better artist steals everything and everyone Carl loves. Yeah, this one looks. What is happening in this trailer?
Like I said, he looks like he's just stuck in this character of a person. Because everybody else around him seems to be not in the decade he looks like he's in.
Well, you couldn't tell until she says, like, my Uber's here.
Yeah, and then you see him in that neighborhood, and it's like pretty newer car.
Pretty modern, yeah.
And he's driving around his van, and I think he had bell
Shaggin'
bottoms
wagon.
on. Shaggin' wagon. Yeah, I'm super confused as to what is as to what his situation is, other than he's a painter. Because it kind of, obviously it looks like a Bob Ross movie
Yeah, exactly.
off the bat, but it's not.
Like a Bob Ross Aiken 2 type movie is what it looks like, man.
Yeah.
Well, we know we're going to get a great performance out of Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
He's really good at portraying weird, over the top sociopaths, right? that are full of themselves, and think the world owes them everything. He's amazing at that.
Oh, yeah.
So he's definitely going to bring it here. I just hope that it's not a we see this guy at the top, and just because the telltale signs of these type of movies, right, are see this guy, he has everything at the top.
Yeah.
A younger, better painter comes through, so he just spirals out of control and goes down this deep, dark thing where he starts stealing newspapers and stuff. Right, and then at the third act, he kind of finds himself and knows that he's not better, but can continue his journey. Right,
Yeah.
I kind of would like for this movie just to be different. He just doesn't pick himself back up. Right, that would just be perfect to see Owen Wilson do some shit like that.
Just give it up.
Yeah.
Just give up. After a while, he just gives up.
He's just I'm not the best anymore,
Yeah.
so I gotta just keep on going down this spiral.
Yeah, keep doing what I'm doing. Whatever.
Yeah,
super weird
so
movie.
very weird. Looks interesting, man. This is something I definitely want to give a watch to.
Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna throw Paint on our socials here. Directed by Brick McAdams. We got Owen Wilson, Wendy McClendon Covey, Stephen Root, Sierra Renee, Michaela Watkins, love her. Denny Dillon. So we got a few great cast here. So check it out, team. Let us know your thoughts.
This ain't about the color of my skin. It's about being true to the game of basketball.
Boom.
Nathaniel Clifton. I always know you was born with a higher purpose.
Baller.
Joe Lapchick. Matt Clifton. Some call me Sweetwater.
I know,
I coach a
right?
team called the New York Knickerbockers.
Ain't no Negroes playing your league.
It's not going to be like that forever.
The NBA champs got their asses kicked by an all-Negro team.
Shit out of here.
Circus, though. It's Ringling Bros. Sweetwater knows this game better than anyone.
Boomtown.
I will fight for this. I want to fight with you.
Let's go.
Sweetwater, that was your last game wearing a Trotter uniform. Your next game will be in a Knick jersey.
You know you can't play him.
The guy is
The future of the NBA.
Let's go.
Change is happening, but I don't know that my city can take it.
Damn, just
This ain't about the color of
mollywopped
my
him.
skin.
You need to move away from my lily white pumps.
It's about being true to the game of basketball.
It's unnecessary to have all this razzle-dazzle on our courts, and that's what the Negro players will do.
That razzle dazzle, though, bro.
Every time we step on this court, it means something.
That razzle
Ready
dazzle
to
puts
change
his
the
fans
game?
in the stands.
I was born ready.
All right, team. We have Hall of Famer Nat Sweetwater Clifton. He makes history as the first African American to sign an NBA contract, forever changing how the game of basketball is played. Yeah, you let us people of color into something, well, we're gonna make it better. I mean, that's just natural, bro.
Right.
Us in football, basketball, Hispanics in baseball and football. Y'all are balling there as well. You know what I mean? Let us coloreds in there, because that's what they call us back in the 50s and 60s, right? What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you had a sign in this trailer that said the word colored.
Yes. You know, I actually love these like period pieces, man, because they always Hollywoodize like exactly how it was,
Right.
and they do a horrible job of it, right? Like it was as like they're like, oh, he had like one little white guy at a gas station who was like racist and mean to him.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
whole
You know what
town.
I mean?
It was the whole
It was the whole town.
Or at least the block.
At all times, right?
Yeah, I mean, it showed him like walking in and pulling that sign down or whatever. No, he wouldn't have made it inside. He would have made it
exactly.
Inside to do that. Yeah. This looks like it's going to be pretty fun to watch. Kind of this globetrotter situation, how they, start to weave in and out like the black guy coming into the NBA or coming into the I guess it was. I don't think this was the NBA, was it?
Just the. I mean,
It was
yeah,
just a basketball league in general.
Yeah.
Coming in, and just being better.
Naturally.
Playing the game different.
That razzle dazzle.
But being better. And that's kind of showing the lead into what we have now, which is amazing athletes across the board.
Yeah.
And all athletes from all cultures being able to show off their skills.
Yeah, man.
In whatever sport they want to show it off in.
It especially basketball, it's a very international sport now.
Yeah, yeah.
Where almost every like country that is developed has basketball and has like hoopers, man, and they play in the Olympics.
Yeah.
A lot of them play in the NBA.
And even like soccer and baseball,
yeah,
spread all over the world. You have
mostly in South America for baseball now.
Yeah, you have
Nicaragua.
You have different cultures playing for different culture teams.
Yeah,
like
true.
Different locations. Anybody can play on this team if they're going to play on this team, which hasn't always been that way. Everything's been pretty segregated.
The greatest baseball player in the game right now for the Angels, man, is a Asian guy, Shotai. I can't pronounce his name,
right?
But he is phenomenal,
right?
Just the man. Los Angeles Angels. Yeah. There he is. Shotai Ahanti. He is young, aggressive, and just a beast, man, from Japan. Right. Yes. And he's one of the greatest baseball players that's like playing the game right now. He plays, he pitches, he hits, he does it all.
Yeah.
You bring us colors in there, man. We're going to bring you some razzle dazzle, but we're going to make the game better and more difficult and more challenging and just like raise the stakes, man. I think that's what this movie is going to be about, right? Showing this first African-American black person in the NBA, man, but just show like how easy the game was for him on the court, but how difficult it was for him off the court.
Nice. Well put.
We got Carrie Ells, Eric Roberts, Richard Dreyfuss, Jeremy Piven, Kevin Pollak, Mike Starr, Robert Richard is awesome. And just a whole host of other people as well.
So many people.
It looks like Oscar bait, man. I don't know if it'll get that kind of attention.
Yeah.
It drops next month here in April, but we'll throw this on our socials, guys. Let us know your thoughts about Sweetwater.
All right.
All right, brother. So we're at chapter 20 of the Mando. The Foundling. Din Djarin returns to the hidden Mandalorian covert.
Yes.
And they got to go on a mission.
Yeah.
They got to go on a rescue op.
Yeah. Little kid gets scooped up for dinner.
I just got one question, man.
What's up?
Like, they said this happens a lot. When they actually got to the nest, there was Mandalorian helmets just like shit, like, chilling there. So like,
yeah.
If this has happened before, like, your perimeter's trash.
I mean, you think you're watching, if you're stepping out of this cave, you're watching the sky a little bit. You got to watch the sky. You got to watch the water. Apparently, you got to watch it all. You really just don't leave the cave. Why are you leaving the cave?
Why are we on this beach? Is the question.
Yeah, you find a better secured area.
This is the worst place to be. This is not secure at all, guys.
Yeah, I did notice all the helmets, and they were just like, well, we'll have to.
We gotta go get him.
We'll have to track him down. See if we can figure out where he's going.
Right. Bo-Katan like storms off. She's like, I'm gonna go say like. Okay, they're like, just another Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get my damn kid again. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't get that.
Now I gotta go make another kid.
I gotta go make a good kid with this damn big ass helmet on. Yeah. I don't know how to do that. That's gonna be difficult, right?
Just
gonna make love with this big ass helmet on. Because like you would think that they were like, I don't know, like since they don't take off their helmet, that they are like also not active. You would,
I mean, gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta do what you
gotta wear
gotta
the
do.
helmet. Gotta wear the helmet.
All right.
Yeah.
This
Anyway,
is going off
yeah.
the rails. We basically have two storylines here, and I like it. It's almost split right down the middle here. We have the Mandalorian, Din Djarin, Bo-Katan, and a crew. They go after the kid who got scooped up by this big ass bird dinosaur thing. But the other story is like the maturation of Baby Yoda, Grogu.
Yep.
Right? Like if he's going to he's going to train with the other foundlings and he wins, which was dope.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then he kind of gets his own armor. But in between that, we see a familiar face.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We see the guy who played Jar Jar Binks 20-something years ago.
Yep.
24 years ago, but this time he is not Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah. Ahmed Best.
Ahmed Best is playing
I don't remember who he's playing, but he's playing a Jedi.
Jedi.
Yeah.
Kelleran Burke Beck is what his
There you
name is, yes. And he's playing a Jedi, and he's the one who helps Grogu escape.
Correct.
Very cool, man.
Yeah. We saw a little bit of this flashback before.
Yeah.
A very small little clip of it. Now we kind of see the whole thing from Grogu's perspective for the most part.
It keeps expanding, actually, because we saw a lot of it. We saw a little bit in Obi-Wan with her.
You're right. Yeah.
Obviously, Revenge of the Sith, we saw it, but it was real quick, right? It was 2004, 2005. They didn't want to see younglings die.
Yeah.
So at the hands of Hayden
Oh, yeah.
Christensen, they made it like a quick scene. But we're seeing more and more of it.
Yeah.
With these shows, and like I like that you can fit these small stories into the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Right.
Agreed.
I really like seeing like who knew that even Grogu was there. Who knew that this Jedi helped Grogu get to safety. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's really really cool, man. And I will say this about Ahmed Best, like for as much shit everybody gave Jar Jar Binks,
I mean, he got it to the point of suicide.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is terrible.
Got his comeuppance.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And was a badass in this episode, man. Dual wielding. You
that
dual
was
wield
wild.
somebody's saber, you're a badass.
That was wild, yeah.
Like, I would not mind seeing more of this guy.
Yeah, definitely.
As this here. But a great episode, man. I like that Carl Weathers, Creed, directed this.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Apollo Creed directed this episode, man. I like that they're branching out there and letting other people kind of get behind the camera and see their eye, man. It's a great episode.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, it's still, you can't tell that much. Some shows you can tell when there's a new director.
Yes.
This one, he kind of walked in the same paths.
Yes. Like there's a few episodes that have been directed that like, okay, that's that person.
Yeah.
That's that person. But I think Jon Favreau just kind of has this story so tight,
right,
that we really just need for you to come in, get behind the camera, point, shoot, like indirect, not really create.
Agreed.
Which is tough for some directors, but others find pleasure in it. And I don't know how many times Carl Weathers has actually directed, but pretty bang up good job, man.
Yeah, and I'm enjoying this Din, Bo-Katan, Grogu kind of father, mom, son relationship they got going on. Because she's so sweet to him.
She really is.
She's, she's like, my dad was hard on me. My dad was the same way or whatever when she's putting his little, getting his little things together. And, she's just being real sweet on him. Like,
but also
hang in there. We're good. You got this.
But also, like, Mando's like, a proud dad.
Yeah.
He's a
He's
proud
super
dad.
proud,
Man. He's like,
yeah.
come on, man, show him. What are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
You're down 2-0, man. Get your ass in the game.
I know what you got.
Yeah, like don't be afraid to show him.
And that's really like the first time we've seen Grogu use the Force when he wanted to.
Yeah.
Not for like an emergency purpose.
Exactly.
Right. Well, I don't know if he used the Force, but he jumped over your boy.
Man, got some hop skis. Maybe that little Sweetwater. He got that razzle dazzle in him from Sweetwater.
He jumps like that, but then when he's like kind of walking into the cave to the armor, he's just kind of shuffling along the sand real slow. I was like, do I give him a ride?
I don't know your mechanics right now, bro. Okay, your mechanics just make no sense to me right now, Grogu.
But yeah, great episode.
I just love it, man.
Yeah.
It's just a great show, and you see all those memes where it's like Pedro Pascal kind of holding Disney Plus up, and now he's holding HBO Max up. I don't think he's holding HBO Max up. Like that was a big hit, like that they got off and everything that he's in. But maybe for Disney Plus, we'll see what happens with Loki season 2 coming up. But
that is right around the corner, right?
I'm super excited about that, man.
That's next month.
More
April.
All right. More Owen Wilson, man.
All right.
I don't know why I did the Matthew McConaughey. They're both from Texas, so they're both from Texas. I guess that's the thing.
It's fine.
All right, guys. Let us know your thoughts about Chapter 20, The Foundling. Are you still rocking with Mando? What do you think about Grogu and his development as a Mandalorian himself? This is the way.
This is the way. So I got a weird thing that happened at the movie.
What's up, brother?
Right before we jump into this thing.
Yeah.
So we're all sitting in the theater, right?
Yeah.
Sitting in the theater, chilling. And
Team, this is the first movie of the season we did not see together, by the way.
Yeah, so me and my wife were sitting there. There's about probably 10, 15 people in there. And we're watching trailers, right? Everybody's watching trailers, hanging out. And I just kind of looked at my wife. I was like, it is still super bright in here. Like, it didn't even click in my head. I was like, the trailer started, and it's like brighter than any theater I've ever been in.
Are the lights on?
All the lights were still on.
Jeez.
And we watched 2 or 3 trailers. There was about 4 or 5 trailers. We watched a few of them. And I guess then I was like, huh, lights are still on.
Wow.
Kind of weird.
Wow.
And I guess somebody went out.
Yeah.
And what happened is all of them dimmed, but like the overhead lights.
Yeah, there's 2 sets of lights in there.
Yeah, the overhead lights were still on, and all of a sudden it just like went black, pitch black. Somebody flipped the light switch or something.
There's literally here. Okay, so here's the thing. I love the Regal Starlight, but as far as like their lighting, literally like walk through those doors, look at the left, it's just on the wall. Now it's like you can't see it because it's supposed to be dark in there, but it's right there on the wall. I have literally like hit the wall and did that like
light the whole theater.
Lit up the whole thing. I just ran. I just left my wife there. I just ran. Carmen doesn't run anywhere, so I'm like, come on, let's roll. And I get back to the car. I'm like sweating. I'm like breathing all hard. She's just moseying.
Yeah.
I open the door. I'm like, get to the chopper. Let's go. She's just still walking. Like, get fired out of here.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was a few trailers in. I was like, something just feels weird.
I hate that. Weird. I hate that.
Yeah, and then I guess somebody went out and was like, yo, there's like, you got the brightest lights on in the world.
I've had to be that guy a couple times, man.
Yeah, and then you're watching it, all of a sudden they flick off and it's pitch black and you can't see nothing anyways.
Nothing is there.
So that was fun. That was a good time.
All right, brother. Let's go ahead and jump into this week's movie, man.
All right.
We got John Wick Chapter 4.
Oh, yeah.
Just dropped a few days ago, man. This is directed by Chad Stahelski, written by Shay Hatton and Michael Finch.
Nice. We have a $100 million budget. So far grossing $137.5 million.
Nice.
Starting this, we have Keanu Reeves as John Wick, Donnie Yen as Kane, Bill Skarsgård as the Marquis Vincent de Gramont.
The badass
name. It really is. Lawrence Fishburne as the Bowery King, Hiroyuki Sanada as Shimazu Koji, Shamir Anderson as Mr. Nobody, Lance Reddick as Sharon, Rina Sawayama as Akira, Scott Adkins as Killa Harkin, Ian McShane as Winston Scott, and we had a few other people in there, Clancy Brown, Marco Zero, and Natalia Tenay.
Yes, sir. All right, brother. This shouldn't take you long at all. But we'll see what you got cooking right here, man. Go ahead, drop that quick synopsis for this movie.
I could have went really short. John Wick kill people. I could have said that.
Yeah.
But John Wick movies. He does what he does.
He does it well.
So this one, he has a mission. His mission is to eliminate the High Table in order to gain his freedom after he was declared excommunicado. He has to run from bounty hunters while he's on the way to take out the senior High Table member, Marquise Vincent de Gramont. And in the end, he finally beats the biggest enemy of them all, the stairs.
All right, cut. That's a wrap. That's the pod, guys. We're done. We'll see you next week, guys. We're doing Dungeons and Dragons next week, guys. Don't worry about it. The Stairs. That is the title of the pod right there. The biggest enemy is the stairs. All right, man. So first and foremost, I did not go into this movie realizing that it is close to 3 hours long.
Same. If not, I would have not went as late as I did.
Oh, God.
Went a lot earlier in the day.
Oh, my gosh. And you know what? Here's the thing. I know we're kind of jumping around. We're going to jump back to the characters in a minute. But, I didn't realize it until after the movie.
Yeah. I was, I kept looking at my watch and I'm like, okay. All right, and I keep looking at it, and it still didn't trigger until I was walking out at 9:15.
But bodies are still piling up, though.
Yeah. He's stop it all.
They're not stopping. The body count is not stopping, bro.
What time did you go in there?
Movie was at 5:05.
Oh, okay. Well, you went a little earlier. I went in at 6.
Okay.
I mean, the movie didn't start till 6:30.
You parked right next to me, so
Yeah.
I got back to my vehicle at 9.
Yeah.
So you were right after that, right?
Yeah, I was about 9:15,
Yeah.
9:20, something like that. Yeah, it seemed like it just took forever for the movie to start. We were in there, and all the previews, trailers, it just seemed like it took forever. And then all of a sudden it was 6:30.
So when they do a big blockbuster release movie like this, they attach their biggest, best, longest trailers. That's just what studios do, man. There's nothing wrong with that. And Lionsgate is going to try to tack on their next upcoming flick.
Oh yeah.
Every major studio does it, so something we have to deal with. But we did get a new trailer on that, and we'll talk about that one maybe next week.
Okay.
But let's talk about it, man. We have Baba Yaga, Jonathan Wick, a professional hitman and assassin who has gained a legendary reputation for his set of skills and is now hunted by the High Table. I love. Let's just get this out here, okay?
Yeah.
This series of movies.
Yeah.
I didn't know I needed it.
Right.
But glad that it's here. Okay.
That's fair.
And after I love Keanu Reeves as, the guy from Point Break, the guy from Speed, right?
Yeah,
The Matrix, all that stuff, right? But what is he going to be known for?
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's known for something. Every actor is known for maybe not Leonardo DiCaprio because he's one thing one time, but typically if you have a vehicle franchise, he's now been in 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of ruined that with the Matrix Resurrections or whatever, but John Wick though,
yeah,
that's what he's gonna remember for, man. And he's a professional hitman and assassin, so the dialogue from him, I don't need much. He doesn't give us much.
I think we got too much in this movie, to be honest with you.
He talked a little bit too much.
A little too much, yeah.
Come on, dude, slow it down, bro.
Yeah, you just pump the brakes on his.
That's why we got Ian McShane in the damn movie, bro. Slow down.
Exactly. We'll get to that too a little bit. We'll unfold that.
who was fantastic, but I liked that Keanu Reeves does his own action.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? Did you listen to that Smartless podcast with him?
I was actually almost finished up with it on the way here.
Yeah. He doesn't do his stunts. And because, Chad Stahelski is a stunt coordinator. He's a stunt man. He got into like directing. So he has a revere for them. So Keanu Reeves does his own action.
Yeah.
Does not do his own stunts.
Yeah. And I really like the way he put that.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Very, very well said. With him doing the things that, obviously he knows he can do.
Yes.
And knowing the things he doesn't need to do.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I mean, that's the way to go because, stuntman needs a job as well.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to break my arm or something.
Good gosh, no. The action, the killing, like it's less about him acting as far as like delivering lines and everything, and more about just like his just ability to do all this action and deliver the way that he did through scene and scene. I mean, the big scenes, the big three. Well, there's a couple. So you have like the Japanese hotel,
right?
You have the right before he hits the stairs, right? He's in that big ass like church or whatever that he's kind of going through, that burnt down building or whatever.
Yeah, and then you got that kind of driving scene.
Yes.
Where he's going around the circle of the landmark. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah. And then you have the stairs, right? Those are the big set action pieces, right? Where, typically in normal action type movies, Ryan Gosling and the one that the Russo brothers dropped, he kept on moving and grooving, right? He never was really in the same spot for too long, right? But what Chad Stahelski and Keanu Reeves does is that they stay there and just use every bit of that space that they're in, and they're just going to bodies on top of bodies on top of bodies, man.
Wave after wave, man.
Oh my God.
Like
and that's how he spoke to us, man. That's how he did. Like, we know what his intentions were. He just wants to get out.
Yeah.
At all means possible, right? And like, I'll bring this up probably multiple times, man. Like, if that punk ass kid didn't kill his dog, we wouldn't have these movies.
Yeah, we wouldn't be in 3 hours watching this
on a damn Sunday night.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. His skills that he brings as Keanu Reeves to John Wick is what makes it. It's what makes the movie fun.
Yeah.
Is we see this man that we want to see doing what we expect him to do, and that's what's really cool about it.
Just visceral, high octane action.
Yeah.
The fight choreography is just next level, man.
A little too much talking, but
just a little bit too many lines.
A lot of lines in this movie.
Hey, John, you ready?
That's why it was 3 hours.
Yeah, that was too much. I didn't need that, John.
Calm down,
yeah,
dude.
bro. Easy on that. We're gonna cut that.
Yeah.
All right, man. But we do have a lot of great cast of characters who do have a lot of speaking. We got Donnie Yen, man, as Kane, a blind high table assassin and old friend of John Wick. I love Donnie Yen.
Oh yeah,
this guy is fantastic. Okay, give it up for this guy. He once again jumps to a movie and he plays a blind guy. Last time he did that, Rogue One.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal.
And just kicks ass, man. Like, you don't think that you don't know like how he's gonna really approach it.
Yeah.
But like the tactics,
just goes in and does it.
The tactics with the cane that also doubles as a sword or a katana.
Yeah.
But also when he's in the hotel and he's in the kitchen and he's putting those things down. I didn't know what the hell those things were at first.
Yeah.
Right? I'm thinking they're bombs or
right.
some kind of like there's something where somebody's gonna walk past them and something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But you're thinking like an explosion, maybe like it's gonna shock them or whatever.
Like a doorbell or something.
It's a damn motion doorbell thing is what it is, man. Because he's blind. Like that's putting that in the movie is fantastic.
Yeah.
And just a new language that, like, okay, if you are a blind assassin, how are you going to take down a bunch of guys in an urban environment?
Yeah.
This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna have a bunch of doorbell cams on you, bro. Like,
It's all in your suit. He's got a bunch of pockets inside that suit.
everywhere, pockets all over the damn place.
Yeah, he really brought some comedy, right? A lot of comedy to it, but also brought just as much action.
I love that.
And he was really fun to see fight. You know, he kind of went into like, you see him like walking, right? And he walks and he's like tapping and trying to get around places, right?
Yeah.
But then when he starts to fight, it's like he's never had to do that before.
Yep.
He knows exactly where everybody's at and on his environment. But then you see him like walk from one scene to another and he's like trying to figure it out.
It's almost as if like the Daredevil effect, where like when he's in like that fight mode and that adrenaline's pumping, like his other senses are heightened, right? And then they kind of, once that adrenaline rushes out of him, like his senses kind of go back to normal. Is what it seemed like, man. That's why like he was like dragging it across places to kind of see where he was, man. This is a great movie that's not good on dialogue, but great with just showing us how these characters are, man. I really, really, really love that. Bill Skarsgård as the Marquis Vincent de Gramont, a powerful member of the High Table whose position is challenged by John Wick, man. You got to have the Alan Rickman type big bad baddie.
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård is that guy, man. Because, like, when you find out that how powerful this guy is,
right?
The High Table basically gave him carte blanche to do whatever the hell he needs to do to take out John Wick.
Right.
So the first thing you do is you blow up the New York Continental. Huge.
Yeah.
That tells us as the audience, like, okay, this guy's not to be trifled with.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and he's a guy that has a very handsome face
and a dope ass accent.
He looks kind of like, you see this guy and you don't think that he's a tough leader kind of guy, but like I say, when you get into it, he's pretty ruthless person.
Yeah.
And some of it's unexpected, and some of it is like the one scene we haven't got to Mr. Nobody yet, but the hand stab in the stable.
Oh God, that was dope.
That's where you're like, this dude's a little crazy.
Yeah, a little off his rocker.
Yeah.
But you have to think as well, man, to be involved in the High Table, to be involved even in this world, you got to be next to crazy.
I mean, you're in a big conglomerate of a bunch of people who kill for a living.
Exactly, man.
You can't be soft.
The Illuminati, right? You got to be a little crazy. You got to be hard. You got to be able to do what you got to do. And he brings it, man. But he's the guy who basically pushes the lever, right? He's after John Wick at every table. He has his goons, and like, not only does he have his goons, he just has like a disposable amount of guys.
So many.
Like
so many.
Like the only person I know who like compares to as many like guys that he has is like Master Splinter from Ninja Turtles, bro, who has like the Foot Clan, right? From like Ninja Turtles, the video game.
Shredder, not Master Splinter.
Oh yeah, Shredder. I just ruined that. We'll cut that, guys. He's not going to cut that out. He's not going to mess that at all. I'm just going to ruin that. Whatever. Anyway, Master Shredder, who has the Foot Clan, right? It has just like a million. Damn, that joke didn't work, man. I've been working on that all damn day too. Shit. Damn it, it didn't land. Damn it. That was going to be a social media post right there. Just ruined it.
It can still be one.
You're going to make it one is what's going to happen. All right, let's move forward here before I say something else stupid as hell.
Yeah, I got you. We're with you.
We got Lawrence Fishburne as the Bowery King, a former underground crime boss who has left for dead by the High Table and is now sponsoring John Wick. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, no clue why the hell Lawrence Fishburne was in these movies.
To drive the boat. He's a driver. He's a transporter of sorts. I don't know why he's in it. I was trying to.
They gave him something more to do in this movie, I guess.
Yeah, he's a dog walker. He is a fire lighter.
Yeah.
He's a
suit bringer to her.
Suit bringer, gun holder.
Yes.
He's basically like a vendor for John Wick. Transport and vending.
Actually, you're right. So after he can't do business at the Continental anymore because he's excommunicado, he has to go to the Bowery. And you are right about that. It just was like, did we really need... I like Lawrence Fishburne. And I know their relationship from the Matrix movies and stuff, but like...
Well, this is kind of one of those reasons I feel like this movie's 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Because Lawrence Fishburne had to say a couple lines that he couldn't say in Blackish. I get it.
Some semi-unneeded components that put all this together. Yeah. I mean,
and he's one of them.
Yeah, I mean, he's driving a boat. You got Ian McShane just chilling in the back, hanging out. Why couldn't he, it's a lot of things going on.
You see Ian McShane, baby. He don't drive boats.
No, I know.
I gotta be in the scene. I gotta be in the scene. Yeah. Look fly as hell.
No, he does.
My ascot.
He does.
Oh, boy. We got just a great actor here. You got Hiroki Sandana as, I'm gonna butcher this, but I'm just gonna say Koji, the manager of the Saka Continental Hotel, an older friend of John Wick. Man, you gotta have, even though John is excommunicado and cannot be on any Continentals, any kind of high table establishments and everything, Koji still brings him and hides him from everybody. You know, he's behind a bunch of foot soldiers. He's behind a couple of sumo wrestlers, but definitely hides him. I appreciate that John still has a friend left in this world.
Yeah.
The problem is Kane is also an old friend of these two.
It's a mess.
And
it's really a mess.
So here's the intelligence of the Marquis is he knows all this.
Yeah.
He's obviously younger than these guys, but has the scribes, has the information on these older assassins, and understands how to make them tick.
Yeah.
Why do you bring Kane, who is hesitant at first, but you pressure him to do this? Because he knows John.
Right.
He knows how to track John. He knows how to find John.
Other thing was he knew that Kane wanted out.
Yes.
For him and his daughter from the high table.
Yes.
And he obviously used that against him as well.
And Kane knew that John not having many friends left, the only one who is going to not turn his back on John is Koji.
Yep.
So Kane leads the entire high table, millions of us, the whole Foot clan of assassins to there, and that's where we get our first knockout, drag out. Just so, like, I can watch this and never get bored.
Yeah.
Right. But like for Keanu Reeves and John Wick, like, how do you have the stamina to do this, man?
Yeah, I mean, like a few days later, he was riding horsebacks in the desert, in the desert somewhere. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like, even as a scene in general, it's pulled out. All of them are pulled out in like waves, right?
Yeah.
Like he's in there fighting a couple people. The next people show up. The next people show up. And he's just like...
That's Hollywood right there.
He's just like, keep going. Let's go. And he doesn't stop. But I think, John Wick as a movie character, it works, right? You can show him slowing down, but he never stops.
He never stops moving. Yeah. I'll put it like this, bro. If I was...
I'd have got stabbed like 3 people. I might have been there a whole couple people off, before I was out of breath. Or at least until my gun was out.
Yeah.
Once my first load's done out of the gun, that's it. I'm probably getting stabbed.
That's it, guys. If I was a Grand Dumont, I'd be like, guys, clearly going in waves, going one by one in waves is not working. We're just gonna pounce. He's got a pistol. We're gonna pounce on this guy. Okay, we're gonna dogpile on this guy.
Yeah.
To get him killed, but they never do that, man.
They're not on the same schedule.
Just like wave 1.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
They all can't show. Their clocks are not synchronized.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
What it is, right?
They're all just all messed up.
Some must be colored folk because they're on CP time.
Oh boy.
So
Jeez.
we're gonna leave that in. I don't
Yeah,
give a
that's
damn.
fine.
I already messed up this damn pod. So,
So angry.
but I do like Koji's character, man, because he has a dope ass like old school like Japanese samurai fight with Kane. Doesn't end well for Koji, but still honorable, man. So really fun to watch there. We got Shamir Anderson as Mr. Nobody / the tracker, or bounty hunter pursuing Wick. This guy's character could have went so many different ways, and like I didn't see that coming. As far as like, oh, we're gonna protect you now because you saved my dog.
Yeah.
Right. And that's a callback from the first movie, you know, his love of this dog.
Yeah.
But I thought the whole time that he was going to be just helping, that he was like a John Wick fan and he was helping him.
Yeah, I got you.
But he was actually just in it for the money.
Yeah, another kind of one of those things where he could probably have less screen time.
Yeah.
Would have been fine. Just another guy thrown in the mix.
I will say this, like, so the question is like, would John have made it without him?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. He did show up at the necessary times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Him and his damn dog.
Yeah.
And he had some badass scenes with that damn rifle pistol or whatever. And then the way that his backpack turned into like Kevlar, flipped it, just badass. Like just really cool fight languages that are in this movie, man. That is like realistic and grounded. It just makes sense. You're just like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, his I guess it's gonna be a Henry repeater is what those rifles are called.
Yeah, sure, awesome.
It was a sawed off deal.
Yeah, I don't know.
I need to get one.
I
want one so
don't,
bad.
Man.
I just want a Henry repeater in general.
I just got Pistol Pete right here, and I'm good to go.
Just to hang up somewhere.
Oh, just to put on.
Just a gold. I stole a gold cowboy gun. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Pow pow. All right, guys. Rest in peace here. We got Lance Reddick. You know, he passed away just a few days ago here, but as Chiron, the concierge of the Continental Hotel in New York. It's weird that he just passed away because he does not make it long in this movie, because the first one to go after the guy at that like John Wick drive goes out there and like kills whatever the elder, he's the second guy to die.
Yep.
You know, says the Winston that it was an honor serving and then passes away. So really quick role, like it just like shot him and he was out.
Yeah,
but, I guess like Shamir was the black guy that was in the movie now, so can't have two. We had our limit, guys. Yeah, we're gonna get sued. We got Rena, as Akira, Koji's daughter and concierge of the Osaka Continental. I knew she was gonna be a badass.
Yeah,
I just didn't realize she was gonna be a badass with a bow.
Yeah, just straight armor on already.
Yeah, it's ready to go. I'm always ready to throw down. She was great, man.
Yeah, the bow work in there was pretty awesome.
And she was like just violent with that damn thing, man. And then she had the knives.
Oh yeah,
man, that would be fun.
Some work.
To be that efficient in those type of weapons, man. Like, yes, John Wick is amazing with a gun. He's amazing with any type of weapon, but like, excuse me, she's amazing with a bow and arrow and knives, man. That was just a fun type of just addition to seeing like Donnie Yen with his knife, seeing Kane with his knife, seeing John Wick with his pistols and everything, and then seeing her do this, man. It's just another language that is in this scene at the hotel, man. Very fun.
And we got a lot more, I feel like, hand-to-hand combat too.
Oh, yeah.
Jiu-jitsu and you know, those kind of styles through this.
Shit I used to take when I was 7.
Yeah.
Man, what's up? Come see me, fam.
Yeah, I mean, he'd shoot a couple people and then he'd fold them up.
Real quick.
You know, or he'd have one, you know, locked up and he'd shoot other ones with their gun and stuff like that.
Talk about the
rolling
nunchucks,
around.
dude.
Yeah.
Talk about the. Oh my god.
Yeah, the nunchucks.
The nunchucks. When the guy was already dead, the brain matter was splattered everywhere, and he was still just beating him with the nunchuck. Like John,
it was
he's
like
dead.
a 4-hit combo.
And it was gross every single time,
Yeah.
man. Like I was in the theater, I was by my my buddy Jerry didn't end up going, so
Oh man.
he had some stuff he had to do, but so I had the seat right here, the end seat.
He didn't have 4 hours of his day to give up.
He did not have 4 hours in his day to give up there. But it was me. But there was these two other like younger black kids to my right, and they're probably like in their 20s or whatever. But like, bro, we were wilding out. Every visceral hit or violent thing that happened, man, we were just like, good God, oh my God. Like, we were just looking away. We just wilded out the entire time, man. That was fun.
Our theater reacted to the dog a lot.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I mean, everybody was like, you know, tripping with those kind of scenes, but the dog was the highlight of the whole movie for
It was
our
just
theater.
fun, man. It's like a callback to seeing, like, you know, from the dog dying. I really enjoy that they threw that in there. We got Scott Adkins as Killer Harkan, the head of the German table, and an individual who has one thing in common with John Wick: they have the same enemy. Yeah, that was cool. I don't remember who this guy was.
I don't either. Did you say that?
He was like the right hand man of. He was like what was this guy?
Was he the one that he was fighting all the time?
No, was this guy, or was he the? I have no clue who this guy was, guys.
I was just looking at that like, what?
Okay, no, Killa is the guy with the gold teeth.
Oh,
That's
was in,
who he was.
Okay, he was in a
the purple suit and a kind of a fat suit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I was just like, I do remember this guy.
Yeah.
He just looks different.
I got you. Yeah.
We're gonna throw that on our socials, guys, to see Killer Harkin and Scott Adkins, because Scott Adkins is a pretty well built man. He's an actor, gymnast, and martial art. That's why he got that. I was trying to figure out how he got that damn leg up so high.
Yeah, he did work. Yeah, I was watching that too, and that character did work.
Yeah,
he was. I wonder how hard it was for him to do something like that with that, like prosthetics on.
That prosthetics,
or if they were like
super,
if they were maybe like super light. Maybe I don't know how it works, but
yeah, man, he had the Dark Knight Kevlar on, dude. Just really padded up, I guess, man, to make him look bigger, but super lightweight.
But yeah, he put on a good show.
Yeah, that was a fun. Yeah, that was the other big set piece. I forgot about that in the nightclub. That's the other one.
Yep.
That was also fun, man. Except for like, why do you bring an axe to a gunfight?
That was one of the scenes, not the fight part, but leading up to it.
Yeah,
just too much talking.
That was too much talking.
Too much. When they were sitting at the table playing, just too much, man. It's just so much time wasted, I feel like. And the dialogue wasn't that great.
No, that's not what these movies are for.
Yeah, exactly. And the dialogue was not great. It wasn't like they had a cool conversation, and it was not
this.
good.
This screenplay is not going to win an Oscar. Is what you're saying, right? It's not going to win best screenplay, screenplay, or whatever.
Yeah.
No, but you know, I like it because you get Donnie Yen, and I actually liked the card scene.
He was the best part of it.
Yes.
But he's the best part of basically any scene he's in.
Yeah. Agreed there. Yeah, I really like that. But even the fighting in the nightclub when you're all around, and who still like there's guns blazing, people fighting, like who continues they're probably on meth or Molly or something. I don't know, but like they're dancing, and not really stopping dancing.
None of them panic until he like falls off the thing and dies.
Oh yeah, which is like way later in the scene.
So they're all cool with the gunfighting and everything.
Axes being impaled into
people. But when he falls away from them and is like, and it's not disturbing their night whatsoever.
No, not at all. Please don't stop the music.
And then they all panic at that point. It's whatever.
But yeah, then we have like John Wick is there with his pistol, and you have a axe. And so obviously he's gonna take this axe and he's gonna kill each and every one of you with it. Good job, guys. Just once again, if you had 30 guys with axes in John Wick, you might have won. It would have been close. It would have been close. But my money's on the guys with the 30 axes who pounce on them at one time.
Yeah, I mean, he can't stop every axe from hitting.
But realistically, right? As I know, it's still got to be a movie and it's cinematic, and like obviously, if that happens, there is no movie.
Yeah.
But like the 29 other guys are just waiting, just in line.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, man.
You're up.
Yeah.
I'm not. Obviously, I'm bleeding out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make it. You're up, buddy. Like, how does that work, man?
Yeah. Yeah.
But definitely, just like another great fun scene, man. And we got Ian McShane as Winston Scott, the manager of the New York Continental Hotel and friend of John Wick.
He's the coolest dude in the world.
He just really is, man. Old, wise, hip, greatest smile on the planet. I like Ian McShane in these movies.
Yeah.
Because you got to have that cool old guy that kind of tells you everything, that cool old wise man. And he's the one who's like, yo, man, you can actually duel the Grandma.
Yeah.
Marquise.
He's just, I mean, up until this point, he's just kind of been around, right?
Yeah.
Up until like the end of the last
Parabellum,
movie.
yeah.
And then this part, he's a role. He's leading the charge here and helping get to the, push along the plot of the movie.
Yeah, man. He even ends up being his second.
Yeah.
Which is cool. And then he kind of has some skin in the game as far as getting his hotel back. And you know what? The high table's paying for that shit.
Oh, yeah. He made that clear. I love when John Wick discovers that, like when they say it, and he's like,
just the look. Like, I'm not even mad at you, bro.
He's like, I gotta do something. Everybody's got to get a payment, right?
Oh yeah, that's what you're in it for. That's why you're my second. I got it. I got you. All right, man. So let's talk about a little bit of the sets here, man. I will say that I like that we got out of New York.
Yeah,
right? I think they've used every corner, every inch of New York and in the movies, right? Just it's a gun-ridden town, right? Bullet-ridden everywhere. There's no more rats. It's just bullets now. And then New York after John Wick comes through, right?
Yeah.
Everything this guy touches turned to ash.
Yeah.
So, we move around and we're in Berlin, but we're really in Paris.
Gotcha.
And that's what is really, really cool.
Right.
We're in Berlin to take on Killa Harkin, but that's really quick. We're in Paris, man, and we're in Japan, but then we're in Paris.
Yeah.
So just that final act of him taking the boat, coming through, and then just having to deal with every assassin in the damn city. Crazy. They use Paris.
Yeah.
And it is fun to watch, man. I just got my passport. I'm going to sit right there and be like, yo, John Wick, man, got his ass beat right there. Got ran over by a car, but got up.
Yeah. Got hit several times.
Got hit several times by a damn car. But let's talk about the stairs, man.
The stairs. Well, right before, no, yeah, you're right. This is the stairs first. Before he gets to the, was it the church? I'm trying to remember.
No, he goes to the church. The church is before the stairs.
That's when he's doing the
let's talk about that, dude.
Yeah,
the dragon fire.
Yes.
Dude,
yeah, the shotgun
Let's
shells.
talk about that for a second, right? Because you get that when I love these scenes where it's like there's a hit on John Wick and it's $40 million. So then you see all the guys like gearing up, but then you see these guys with this dragon's breath shotgun shells. I get beat. I get like kills with that in Call of Duty every damn night.
Right.
Okay.
And now you're seeing it.
And now I'm seeing it. But the way that we saw it, right? Every time we've seen a lot of these fight scenes in all four of these movies, right? You're at shoulder length. You're at like third person point of view of watching John Wick.
Yeah.
This time you kind of get that aerial shot.
Yeah.
You get that. I thought you were going to get that for a couple of seconds, man. You get that for minutes.
Yeah. He clears this whole building out with that shotgun. Yeah, I think that's probably my most entertaining scene.
Agreed.
Just because of that perspective, right? You're just watching them. You know, you can see all the rooms. You can see the people walking through the rooms, and when they get to a certain spot, and he just lights them up.
he's like behind things, you know. He's like this. He's ducking, and like, it was just really fun to watch, man. And to see that fire, that dragon breath come out on screen, man. That was just another thing that we've not seen before in movies, man. And that's what beautiful about these John Wick movies is that they are changing as much as the Dark Knight changed the way comic book and even movies are told.
Right.
The John Wick movies are, you know, is retelling and giving us another language of how we do action in movies, right? How we do stunts in movies, how we show the more realistic side, not just the glamorous, you know, punching and kicking and stuff like that. Like this is real deal action, how assassins and fighters and trained hitmen actually operate.
Right.
And it's just, it's a gory, disgusting movie, but it's a beautiful movie if you're into this type of action, man. It's just fun to watch. Like, it's just so much happening, and like your synapses are firing. There's just so much happening in your brain. You're just like, oh my God, this is just so much fun.
Right.
I love it, man. Every second of it. So, but yes, that is the dopest scene. But we get to these damn stairs. Right?
Oh, man.
And like, I don't know about you, these stairs piss me off.
Our theater was bawling at these stairs, dude. Everybody was laughing so hard. It was, well, at first it was like, you know, oh no, he's got to go through all these people. And then, you know, he's like, you know, Rocky at the top, right? Like, I made it. And then he's just...
It's bad.
Every time he goes down like 2 sets, everybody's like, oh, no, come on. And then he keeps going, and people start laughing. And then it just keeps going.
It got ridiculous after a while. Exactly. It got ridiculous after a while.
Everybody was laughing. It was so fantastic. But, I mean, even just the fight scenes on the stairs were great. It was.
I've never seen something like that before.
Yeah, it was just a wild thing to see. Like, oh, got to get up these stairs now. And this is like a level in the video game, right?
Yeah.
You have to beat all these people and get to the top of the stairs.
Top of the stairs. Like, I've seen, the coolest thing I've ever seen on stairs before this was Todd Phillips, Joaquin Phoenix Joker dancing down the stairs. Okay. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen on stairs in a movie, right? This takes the cake now.
Yeah.
Right? So, just watching this, and he's doing his thing, man, and it's like the bloodshed. This is about the time I might have been like, all right.
Yeah.
Getting a little long in the tooth here. What's going on? All right, he's at the top of the steps.
Yeah.
Here comes this damn assassin. He just foot to chest.
Back down the stairs.
All right, dude. You playing Chutes and Ladders over there, bro?
Gosh.
But then we have the amazing Kane, Donnie Yang. He helps him up, man, and gets him up the stairs. And it's weird because he is the assassin that is tasked with killing John Wick.
Yeah. But it's that's what's kind of weird, right? Like,
he has a code, though.
Yeah, I mean, he could take him out and collect this $40 million bounty at this point, right?
I don't think he would even. And that's another question, right? And that's the thing about this world, like, because Marquise kind of like has the marker for him, and in order to get it, like, he just wants to be out. So like, he's not asking for money.
I got you.
Right?
I see what
like,
you're saying. Yeah,
would
yeah.
he? But the question is, because we don't know, would he, even though doing that, just get out and still collect the money?
I got
Probably doesn't need it, but
that's a good point.
You know, and that's what's the mystery about this high table, about this world, right? Where a lot of things are still unanswered, even after this. We're 4 movies in. A lot of things are still unanswered. So
I feel like this, like Vincent, just really puts up with a lot of deception in his close kind of business there. Like, you obviously know this guy is having issues killing this dude, but you still want him around. You know, I mean, I understand the turn at the end.
Yeah.
You know, he uses them as a chess piece, basically.
Yeah.
But, you know, you got all these people that are trying to kill this guy, and none of them are successful. And, before this, it's kind of the same thing, right? You got Danny Yen trying to kill John Wick, but not really trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Super weird.
Very.
Yeah. But, they work it out.
They do work it out, man. They do work it out in this movie, man. And just really quick with the music, we got this high octane adrenaline music throughout this entire movie. But I like that when they hit us up, like the French Paris radio, whatever, kind of hit us up with that old school music on his way over. That was a cool language to kind of get us ready for, get us through this third act, man.
Yep.
It almost felt like it was speeding. It wasn't. In reality, it wasn't, but it almost felt like it was speeding up this third act, right? Kind of keeping it moving instead of just having the music theatrical score going. So,
right.
All right, brother. Talk about a theme here, man.
All right.
Jordan Peele's Get Out is the theme of this movie, man. That's all the man wants to do.
Right.
He wants. Everybody has. A lot of other people have ulterior motives in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Daniel wants out. He just wants to be with his daughter. Vincent wants to be a even more powerful person at the table. He wants to be the man who's known as defeating John Wick. Mr. Nobody, he just wants the money, is what it seems like. But he also lives by a code as well, which I really liked. So and then Akira's daughter, she wants revenge.
Yep.
Ian McShane, he wants his damn hotel back. Right? Wants his hotel back.
Yep.
So everybody has ulterior motives, but ultimately John just wants out of this world.
Yeah.
And everybody that he talks to says it's impossible. You cannot get out of this world. You are the Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
There's only one way out, and that's death. But he's going to do everything in his power to clear his name. That's very important to him, man. So all the stuff that he goes through in this is just for that. And I'm saying, man, like, that damn kid just didn't kill that damn dog.
That's all. He's kept to himself, man. Been all right.
You done poked the bear, man.
Yeah, then he had to go try to sell his car.
Dumb. We had John Leguizamo in one of these movies, didn't we?
That was the guy.
That was the guy. Yeah, I forgot about John Leguizamo.
That was the guy, the car scrapping place or whatever he was trying to do.
Over there in good old Jersey.
Yeah, he's the one that was... I was like, what did you do? What did you do? Not good.
You know whose car this is?
Yeah.
I might have to go watch those now.
So, and he killed his dog? Oh, it's it. We're all dead.
He's coming for everybody.
Yeah.
It's Baba Yaga.
Mm-hmm.
All right, team. So that's our conversation about John Wick Chapter 4. JV.
Yes, sir.
3 hours movie, man.
Oh, yeah.
Give me your thoughts and ratings on this, brother.
I think I'm going to have to take one out of your book for this week, man. This is going to get a 3.5 buckets of popcorn from me.
Oh, explain, please.
So, for me, a lot of this is like the length of this movie compared to the content of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, we love the fighting. Fight scenes were awesome. But there was a lot of stuff in the middle of this thing that was just I didn't feel like it fit the movie franchise.
Yeah.
It just felt like they were trying to, all the stories before, basically, John Wick kills. John Wick kills everybody. This one was like a lot of, they were trying to like build this world, I guess, because, we're in the fourth installment, right? We're kind of trying to tie some things up, whatever. But I feel like for the 2 hours and 45 minutes, it was there was more stuff in there that really didn't need to be in there.
Oh, yeah.
They could have cut this thing down a lot and really brought us an action movie like they did before. I mean, the other ones have been like 2 hours. 2 hours, 145. I think one was like 145, something like that.
Yeah.
But it was just so long for a lot of the content in here, I felt.
IMO, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's what they say, right?
Yeah, so
I
we're
get
going
you,
to
buddy.
do it at 3.5. They try to have these guys talking too much, and there's just a lot of. And there was one in particular scene I remember
Talk to me.
where, as cool as Ian McShane is, he's walking through this big this room
I
with all
thought the
this paint.
same damn thing, Javi. I thought the same damn thing.
I was
But
watching
continue.
just watching this dude walk. He walked for like 4 minutes. He was in there for he was walking a long distance in this room.
Yes.
And it was just his shoes tapping on the floor. Yeah. And I'm just watching him like.
It's
Okay.
the longest tracking shot ever, man.
I'm like, this is a John Wick movie. What are we doing? Why are we doing this? I don't know, just little stuff like that as far as things that stretch this movie out so far.
Yeah.
That could have been cut down a little bit to give us more action packed into less time. So what about you?
JW4, man, stylized as I will give this the number of chapters that it has, man.
Right.
So this gets 4 buckets of popcorn from me.
Let's go.
Keanu, I like that you're the silent killer. You don't talk much, man, but you have a purpose, and we know and understand and feel your purpose, your drive, what your goal is.
Right.
I love the world building some more.
Yeah.
Who knew in order to challenge the Grand Marquis, you had to be a part of a house.
Yeah.
Right. So you had to do this and then he had to get branded. That's something new.
Yeah.
Here.
But it's one of those things where it's like added now.
Yeah.
We're adding it 4 movies in.
Yeah. I mean,
it's cool, I guess.
But who knows how much bigger this world is going to get, though?
Yeah.
Right. Did you stay for
Did
you stay for the post credits?
Yeah. Well, it's already getting 2 movies bigger.
All right.
2 spinoffs bigger.
Here we go, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like Fast and Furious 10 here
then
soon,
if
bro.
anything comes from the end credit stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be something else.
Exactly. So we'll go from there. But I do like the world building, man. The world of John Wick and these assassins and kind of the Illuminati type, the high table.
Right.
You can do some weird, fun stuff here. Like, my man was literally in the middle of the desert just kind of hanging out by himself. But at the same exact time, like, that's where he chills.
Yeah.
All right, cool. He came out there. You came out here for nothing, John. That's not true.
No 10 or nothing. Just sitting out in the sand.
Look at the sand, bro.
Just out in the sand.
No 10. No sunsetter.
Yeah.
But then, we have this cast of characters, man, where everybody has a goal, has an alternative motive, but there's also the people that have codes. Kane has a code, no matter what. Koji has a code. Mr. Nobody, the tracker, has a code. E. McShane, character Winston, has a code, man. Like, I appreciate that. Like, this is good. Like, men that are in a bad world, but have, a conscious and good decisions as well, right? Like, not everybody's the Seinfeld effect where everybody's in it for themselves.
Yeah.
Right? They are going to try to live by their code and do their thing, man. And I really appreciate it, especially from Kane.
Yeah, and it makes it look like it's chaotic, and it makes it look like it's just all kinds of random stuff happening.
Yeah.
But reality, it's rules and regulations.
Exactly.
Within this society.
Yes.
Even though, like, John Wick is technically not part of this society anymore.
Correct.
He is able to find some loopholes in order to get back in.
You stay alive long enough,
Yeah.
you'll find some damn loopholes, man. That's kind of the rule of the game right there. Right.
So, a lot of rules and stuff they still got to follow.
It's like, where's the book at, man? I don't read that bad boy. It's like a damn...
So we got to find the parchments.
The parchments, the scrolls.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, man. 4 buckets of popcorn.
Awesome.
All right, team. Thank you for subscribing to this week's episode, talking through John Wick Chapter 4. Next week, we will be discussing Dungeons & Dragons: Honor Amongst Thieves.
That'll be showing in a theater near you.
Like always, I am Clyde Smith. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram as I am Clyde D. Smith.
I'm Javier Vilovich. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. J8200.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Like always, keep watching.